And you saw the photograph of the top secret documents laid out on the floor at Mar-a-Lago. What did you think to yourself, looking at that image?
How that could possibly happen. How anyone could be that irresponsible. And I thought, what data was in there that may compromise sources and methods? By that I mean names of people who helped, or et cetera. And it's just totally irresponsible.
Many months later.
All right, we have some breaking news. President Biden's aides have reportedly found now a second batch of classified documents at a new location. That is being reported this hour by NBC News. Fox News is working to confirm that. But again, this is reportedly a second batch of classified documents at a different location from the Biden Penn Center, the think tank that he formed after he was vice president. So we're going to keep you updated. We're going to get some new information on that, and we will bring it to you.
Whoa, welcome back. And do we have a video for you today? This is going to be, I'm so excited to do this video. Before we get started, guys, make sure you hit that like button down below. If this is your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell so you get notified every time I bring a brand new video. So guys, we're going to be talking about this Biden classified document situation. I got him basically explaining what he did or why he did what he did. And then we got Nancy, what's her name? Karine Jean-Pierre, I completely forgot her name for a second. I was about to say Nancy Pelosi. But Karine Jean-Pierre giving her word salad when she's being questioned about it. But we're just going to watch it together, react to it as we get along, and make sure you leave your own opinion down below. Let's get right into it.
No, I take classified documents and classified information seriously. When my lawyers were clearing out my office at the University of Pennsylvania, they set up an office for me, secure office in the Capitol. The 4 years after being vice president, I was a professor at Penn. They found some documents in a box in a locked cabinet, or at least a closet. And as soon as they did, they realized there were several classified documents in that box. And they did what they should have done. They immediately called the archives, turned them over to the archives, and I was briefed about this discovery and surprised to learn that there were any government records that were taken there to that office. But I don't know what's in the documents. My lawyers have not suggested I ask what documents they were. I've turned over the boxes. They've turned over the boxes to the archives, and we're cooperating fully with the review, and which I hope will be finished soon, and there'll be more detail at that.
Just one more, Karine. Sure. Do you acknowledge that the fact that the White House did not...
Look, my own opinion about this, I think this is all karma. This is what they perpetuated on their own selves. This is get back from God himself for pulling all the shenanigans that they pulled, because what they did was, it was not in good faith. It was just a get back against Trump. So this is literally a get back against them for trying to pull the same exact shenanigans they try to pull on him. And that's all that it is.
Reveal this to the public, despite the fact that you've known about it for months, undercuts the president's promise of being transparent with the Americans.
But here's the thing: they were transparent. There was transparency in doing what you're supposed to do when these items were discovered.
Not with the American people.
Look, I am here standing in front of you answering these questions, right? The president took 2 questions this week on this. You've heard, let me just answer. You've heard from the White House counsel who put out multiple statements on this. And so, again, this is an ongoing process. We want to respect the process, and we have laid out very clearly what occurred.
On these documents.
She must not know what transparency was or what transparency means, because that was a whole bunch of BS that she just
How could anyone be that irresponsible? Isn't that what this president says about mishandling classified documents?
The president spoke to this personally. He spoke to this personally, and he believes that classified documents and information should be taken seriously. He takes them seriously, and he was surprised to learn by any records have been. I disagree. I disagree. Here's what happened. Here's what happened once
Then why
his.
is there a Justice Department?
Well, let me explain to you the process. Here's what happened when his lawyers found out that the documents were there. They immediately turned them over to their archives.
But they were there in the first
immediately
place. I understand
turned them
that
over
they-
to the
they say
archives.
they did the right thing.
I'm not
when they
gonna
figured
I'm
it
not
out.
gonna go into specifics, but what I am reiterating to you is what you heard from the president yourself, Peter, which is how he saw the process and how he respects and truly respects and takes this very seriously, and when he knew and how surprised he was by it, and the actions that the right actions.
What does she mean surprised? Like surprised that he had the documents, or surprised that he was caught? Because I mean, why are you surprised that that's something that you knew you had was found to be in your possession? You were just surprised, and you're just sorry that you got caught. That's really what's going on here. That's all that this is. Because she's trying to explain it as if, well, we did the right thing by returning them. Well, that's not what you're being accused of. It's the fact that you had them to begin with. You know, it's like somebody that you know steals something from you, and you go over to their house and see your stuff at their house, and you're like, hey, hey, why you got my shit here? And they're like, oh, my bad. I didn't know they were here. And they're asking you for forgiveness because they gave it back to you. Like, no, you took them to begin with. Like, why are you taking stuff that you're not supposed to take to begin with? So you can't sit there and apologize because you got caught. That's what happened here. And then it's you got, allegedly it's 2-3 more documents that's being found every day
That the lawyers took. Again, this is under investigation, is under review by the Department of Justice.
Oh, you see how she retracted? She almost said this is under investigation, but she switched her words and said review. She is trying so hard to make it seem like it's completely different from what they've accused Trump of doing. It's the same exact thing. It's probably actually worse because Trump had the power to declassify any document. That's his presidential power, and he can do that at will. But this is when Biden was vice president. He doesn't have that type of power that Trump had. So it's completely different.
And we're going to let that process continue.
How can President Biden be trusted moving forward with America's secrets?
Because his lawyers, his team did the right thing.
But he had a closet with classified
His lawyers
information in
did
it
the
that
right.
they found. How did it get there?
Again.
Did the
He
lawyers
did.
do
He
the
was
right thing?
surprised that the records were there. He spoke to this.
He was surprised that he got caught. How are you surprised that the records were there? You brought them there. That does not make any sense. You would not look at your friend and take them seriously if they tell you that, oh man, I'm surprised that your shit is in my house. What you mean? What do you mean you're surprised? No, you're surprised that I caught you.
Personally, he was surprised that the records were there, and when his lawyers found out and his team found out that they were there, they turned it over to the archives, and now it's being reviewed by the Department.
Investigated. Say investigated. It's not being reviewed. It's an investigation, just like it should have been an investigation for Trump under y'all's. This is what y'all set forward. This is the same thing that y'all did in the past to Trump, and hey man, you reap what you sow. This is such a great example of reaping what you sow. So let me know what you guys think, man. Comment down below. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more content. See you guys on the next one. Peace.